Is the UFC Light Heavyweight Division cursed? That's what we're talking about today. My name is Sean, and this is your home for all things MMA. The Light Heavyweight Division is arguably one of the deepest and most competitive divisions in the UFC, being home to names like Yuri Prochazka, Ankalaev, Anthony Smith, Jamal Hill, and many more rising contenders. This division is basically the only division where you can't predict who the top guys are going to be. Compared to, say, featherweight or welterweight, you know exactly who's dominating down there. You know exactly who the top guys are going to be and who the top guys are. With light heavyweight, it feels like there's someone new after every event. So, why is the division cursed? It seems like everything that can happen is happening with this division. Now, before we get to that, we do have to talk about the history of the belt a little bit and bring up our good friend Jon Bones Jones. The chaos that ensued within the division didn't begin until Jon Jones took control of the belt. Once Jon got a hold of it the first time, he successfully defended it against a long list of talented fighters, eventually being stripped of the belt in 2015 after some law trouble. In 2017, Jones defeated the current champ Daniel Cormier and was stripped once again after failing a drug test, which reinstated DC as the champion. DC held onto it until 2018, where it was vacated once again, and Jon Jones returned, beat Alex Gustafsson, and took the vacant belt, where he went on to vacate it once again in 2020. After years of drama, UFC fans finally thought they had some stability. Jan Blachowicz was the reigning title holder until 2021, where he lost to Glover Teixeira, which was the fight that made Glover the oldest first-time champion in UFC history. In 2022, Glover lost to the talented Yuri Prochazka, who everyone thought was finally going to hold on to that belt for a very, very long time. Of course, the luck of this division struck once again, with Yuri set to have an immediate rematch with Glover. It was announced that Yuri had suffered an injury in training that absolutely destroyed his shoulder, forcing him to vacate the belt as well.
The doctor literally said, in all the years of the UFC, this is the worst shoulder injury we've ever seen. So it's pretty nasty. And, you know, him being the savage that he is, he still wanted to fight and, you know.
It doesn't get any better from here. From this point, you might have thought that Glover would have been rescheduled to fight for the vacant belt at UFC 282, considering he was already in the process of training for an immediate rematch. Not at all. The new fight was announced to be former champion Jan Blachowicz versus rising star Magomed Ankalaev. This left a bitter taste in the mouths of many fans, but Glover didn't seem too worried about it, considering he was reportedly promised to fight against the winner of the 282 bout. Well, remember when I said the division had bad luck? The fight between Blachowicz and Ankalaev was a title fight draw. Now, I've already made a short video about what's been going on with the UFC judges lately, so go check that out if you want to hear more about it. But basically, the UFC 282 main event result was a unanimous draw, which you can guess leaves the belt vacant. At this point, fans and fighters alike are getting upset, Dana White included. He doesn't want to hold up the division any longer than it has been, so the UFC was quick to announce number 7 ranked Jamal Hill versus Glover Teixeira for the belt at the UFC 283 main event in Brazil.
You do Glover versus Jamal Hill in Brazil for the vacant title.
Is that done?
Done.
At the end of the day, the question that all fight fans are asking is, what's next? Will we finally have a stable light heavyweight champion, or will this bad luck continue on? If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about all this. I never mind having discussions with anybody in the comment section, so voice your opinion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.